I'm Laura Van Pletzen. I'm with ROI Business Brokers. For many years, I thought I was jumping around in my career a little bit, but now looking back, I see everything I did was perfect for what I'm doing today. Just to illustrate, I was in financial services for a long time. I was in private banking. I was a financial advisor, financial analyst. I have an MBA, so I understand business. You obviously also need the financial background. I have a degree in psychology, so a lot of people are emotionally, attached to their business, and it's hard when they sell. And then the one that people might not always connect is I'm actually an ex-teacher, which doesn't seem to make sense for business brokerage. But if you think about it, a lot of teachers are people. They like people, they like helping people, they're service orientated, and they usually like to be involved in their community. And so, and the added plus is the flexibility that this position gives me, and I never have to retire. So that's basically why I do what I do.
Peter Gibson, Harry Norman, Realtor. And the reason that I do what I do, my wife and I are Team Gibson. The question on the table is, why do I do what I do? Well, let me tell you a quick story about some clients, Tom and Kristen, some of our favorite clients. They came to us a year or two ago, newlywed, about a year and a half, and they saw us as a resource to help them coach and coax them to the closing table because they needed to buy a home, their first home. It took us just under a year to get there because they sort of knew what they wanted, but as with a lot of new home buyers, they have to go through a lot of homes to find out what really works, and moved even the original area that they wanted to live in. We found them a house, and we had to coax them out of that house because of inspection issues. And then we moved them over to the Smyrna area, combination of them searching neighborhoods and saying, that's what we want, can we live there? The picture that you should hold in mind is a young couple uncertain of how to find their first home, with them standing outside their first home and us taking a picture of that with their gleaming, shining smiles outside of it. So that's why we do what we do, Isabel Gibson and myself as Harry Norman Realtors, because we don't want people under stress. We want people under contract. So we take the stress out of that. And that's one reason we do what we do. It's every day for me is an opportunity to express and grow and to create community growth. And that's what we do in Harry Norman with our job as realtors. Thank you.
My name is Rick Scheninger. I'm with One-to-One Marketing. And what I do is really teach people how to build stronger relationships, primarily with current clients, but also build relationships with future and even past clients. And the reason I do what I do is because I've seen too many times people either lose focus on the value of the clients they have and let any relationship that was there fall by the wayside, or they're so focused on their bottom line that they're just really, everything's more transactional and it's more about making sales than it is about building that relationship. And we need to remember that we're dealing with people. Every transaction is one person between another, whether it's business to consumer or business to business. There's people on each end of that. And part of that is having a relationship with that person and developing that trust. So that's what I do, and that's why I do what I do, because I like to see people have stronger relationships, and I like to see that flourish. Rick Scheninger, One-to-One Marketing.
Good morning. Ted Rakowski with Sandler Training. So the reason I do what I do is I have seen too many people and too many organizations that just didn't apply the basics when it came to sales. And quite frankly, most often it resulted in people being overly stressed out, just not enjoying their jobs. I had the benefit and the opportunity of learning a different way. Somebody pointed out to me years ago, and it helped me out tremendously. So that's what I do now, is try to find people and organizations that I can help. Frankly, they get more success out of it. They can bring in more income. But the biggest impact is how they feel about what they do. And that's helping their clients and helping themselves. Ted Rakowski with Sandler Training. I do what I do because I can help people.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Gabe O'Neill, and I do a number of things. I'm a website developer, I'm a software developer, and I'm also the founder of Accelerant Referrals, which is this group. I find that the reason why I do almost everything that I do is because I love empowering other people to succeed. I love to be part of the value that is the reason why other people are succeeding. And that has to do with my whole background with empowering children to become social activists and in building websites. It's not just about building websites. It's about getting into the person, finding the right brand for that person, so that person can be confident about that brand and increase their own business. And then, of course, getting referrals to other people. There's nothing better than doing that as far as being able to be the reason why people got business. So that's really why I do what I do.
I'm Keith Ivey. I am a director with Legal Shield. And the question is, why do I do what I do? There are a lot of ways I could be making money. One of the interesting things about the world we live in today is that there are thousands of ways for an individual to make money, either full-time or part-time. So I have many options. The reason I do what I do is that Legal Shield gives me an opportunity to be of significant service to people. It enables me to connect them to a legal system that sometimes feels very unfair. The premise of Legal Shield is that legal advice and connection to the legal system is neither black nor white. It's green, and you get as much legal assistance as you can afford. And Legal Shield enables everybody to be able to afford legal support and legal assistance. And that's why I do it. I want everybody that I know to have access to the legal system so that they never have to choose between getting good legal advice and making rent. Legal Shield enables everybody to have legal assistance, and that's why I do what I do.
All right, again, my name is Dr. Samuel Arthur Milkarski, and I do what I do because I believe that this is my life path. I mentioned before, I was born a health raiser, came into the world crooked, had to start rehabbing from the time I was a little tyke. My parents actually are health and science teachers, so I grew up in a house that taught health principles, and one of the greatest things was just learning to master the basics, which I had to do in first grade twice because I actually stayed back and allowed me to get caught up. And those early lessons were great later in life because I was dealt some health challenges later in life, including some significant prostate issues and low back pain, groin pain, and went into the downward spiral of depression, and then brought myself out of it just by sitting in meditation, receiving divine guidance, and always made a promise to give back to other people. Like once I healed myself and got to a vital level of well-being, that I would always give back and be a health raiser. I do believe health is consciousness, and in order to raise consciousness on this planet, we need to raise health on this planet, and that's why I do what I do.